Joining us this morning is no stranger to the Now Morning Show, Alicia Jaggsar, President of the National Parang Association. Good morning, Alicia, and welcome.
Good morning, Natasha, and good morning to the entire Now Morning team, and good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's a pleasure to have you. Alicia, what is the vision behind this year's theme? It's El Poder de la Paranda, correct? What's the vision behind it?
Yes, it is. It is. It means the power of Parang, and the power of Parang to us is all about building communities, building families. If you would go back to the history of Parang, you would always see the bands were always based on family members, or like Lara Brothers family, La Familia de Rio Claro family. You always find it family and friends joining together to make a Parang group or create a Parang group. So we want to get back to the point where the power of Parang means building community. El Poder de la Paranda. So we are going into the communities once again, building communities.
Now, speaking about going into the communities and keeping those communities alive, there are a lot of different venues that we're going to see things taking place at this year. Can you share with us what these venues are and how they were chosen?
Well, we started in Santa Cruz. About 2 years now, we have started these partnerships with different communities, churches in the different communities, especially, who would have opened their doors to the power of Parang. Now, we started in Santa Cruz. We partnered with Mary Immaculate RC Church. So we had a launch there, and then one of the host community members allowed us to use their home as the base home, and we did some house Parang in the area. And from that, we go every 2 weeks, we would have our festival. So next, the 11th of October, we go to Buenos Aires, and we partner with Sacred Heart RC Church in Buenos Aires, and also the community of Buenos Aires. Our host band is San Coach. And right after Buenos Aires, we head to San Rafael RC. We are partnering with San Rafael RC School and Church. After San Rafael, we partner with the National Center for Persons with Disability. We head to San Fernando. And from San Fernando, we come down to St. Michael's RC Parish, and we partner with Father Michael and the community there to host our next venue, which is the church. And from there, we head to Arima. We partner with the First Peoples community to have the finals. It is the return of the competition after 9 years. And that's where our finals would be.
Now, before we get into the details of the finals, as I know there is specific criteria, let's just go back to paranging from house to house. The community show brings the parang into homes, yes? So what do you hope that is going to create for the community and for the country?
Well, one of the things that we really enjoy is, that nostalgic feeling you get when you hear parang music. And that whole we go into the communities and we search out the communities looking for people, entrepreneurs, who may have a food business, whether they have a tent rental business. So what we do is we kind of bring that community together. Long time they have these speakers, but they still have it. So we would use the speakers to go around the community telling people, come out. This is happening, like kind of long time things. And people would listen and they would come out. So it's more than just the music, but providing opportunities for community entrepreneurs to come and sell their stuff, whether it's food, whether it's drinks, whatever services they provide. We try to use that within the community. But most of all, for us as paranderos, is carrying the message of what Christmas is all about to the homes, which is the birth of our Lord and Savior Jesus Christ in song. So you would find that last in Santa Cruz, we were supposed to go by this 99-year-old. We look for the icons, the patriarchs and the matriarchs in the community to bring that joy and that message of what Christmas is all about, peace and goodwill.
Now, speaking about the message of Christmas and the meaning behind Christmas as well, now let's get to the finals, because there are specific songs that must be performed. How were these chosen? Why were they chosen? And what are you expecting from the competitors?
Well, just to let you know that each community we go in, we have a people's champion. So at the end of the night, a people's champion is crowned, and it could be anybody. The wonderful thing is the competition is open to all bands. However, we have some of the bands that are guest appearing. So here we reach the competition element of it. Bands, like long time, bands are required to do a song celebrating the announcement made by the angel Gabriel to the Virgin Mary and also the actual birth of Jesus Christ. They also have to do a tune of choice. And this year we make it a little fun where they have to do a Christmas carol in Parang style. They can be as innovative as they wish, but it must be a Christmas carol. And I think the bands are going to be very excited about that because it's something, different. It's something new. And we're looking to maybe put in a tune of choice. But those are the main songs that we are hoping just to create that festival again that we are used to. We want to encourage bands also because there are special prizes like Best Composition, Best Aguinaldo, Anunciación o Nacimiento, where there's a separate prize for that. It has been such a long time since we have had new Parang music on the airwaves. So we want to encourage the bands once again to create new music to bring out there. And all the community events, all we are asking for is a contribution of $100 to help us with our overhead cost. So, and of course, on the night, a People's Champion again is going to be crowned.
Now, as you mentioned, the People's Champion, I know that the judging is a little bit different for this in comparison to other events. Can you walk us through what the judging is going to be like?
Well, the People's Champion is exactly that. The votes, there, when you reach on every night, including the finals, there will be a box that has each band, performing band, at the door. You will be given a chit, and sometime during the evening, the MC will keep plugging it, and you just go and you vote. At the end of the day, each box will be open, the votes counted, and the People's Champion is going to be crowned. So it's open, we want to make sure that nobody can say, hey, any tampering or any such thing. So it is going to be a fair, real people's champion. Some people will come in and they say, no matter how my band song I judge, I am voting for my band, which is fine. The idea is for the patrons to actually be voting for who they love. And some people will vote for the people who they like on the night, So our first People's Champion last week was BB Serenaders, So we're looking forward to Buenos Aires and picking our next People's Champion.
Alicia, something else that has been highlighted with the festival this year is inclusivity. Why has that been highlighted particularly so much this year, and how?
Well, what is happening, what we have noticed in the competition is that we always concentrate on the first, second, and third place a lot of times. And you find like all the special prizes, first, second, third place. But what we did is that we have about 12 special categories. And anybody, whether you come 8th, 7th, 6th, anybody can win one of those categories. So we have best mandolin, best marac, best squatro, best box piece. We have best choreographed presentation, best dress. We have penta on board, so we have a penta best dress kind of thing, the colors. We have the best aguinaldos, anunciación, best nacimiento. So we have it in such a way that any band, no matter what place you get, you can win a prize, and you don't necessarily have to be the champion first, second, or third place. The judging is going to be just like the traditional judging, where we have a judging panel, and this is only going to happen at the finals. So we leave it that all through the season, everybody just your people's champion, but at the last night, you have your normal judging panel in front of you, and you got to get it right. You got to get it right.
Alicia, we just have a few moments left before we close our conversation. Any words you would like to share with Trinidad and Tobago?
Yes, well, firstly, I'd like to thank Penta for coming on board, and we like to thank the Ministry of Culture and Community Development for their support. We just like to encourage Trinidad and Tobago, corporate Trinidad and Tobago, to come on board. We still have time and support the National Parang Association and the work that we are doing to preserve and promote the art form. We want to encourage Trinidad and Tobago also to come out and support the venues. Check us out on social media pages and see where we're going next and try to come on board. We also have maxis and things, so call the numbers if you want to drop up Buenos Aires, but really is to encourage Trinidad and Tobago to come back and support Parang. And I also want to make a call for the entire Parang community to unite.
Well, Alicia, thank you so much for joining us this morning. It's a pleasure to have you with us, as always, and looking forward to chatting again soon.
Thank you very much.
Alicia Jaggsar with us this morning, the president of the National Parang Association, speaking about this year's festival and theme, La Poder de la Paranda. Looking forward to seeing who's going to be the people's champion, particularly. That's going to be interesting as well. I see you strumming like you're ready to go and win.
Parang.
Yes, that's 100%. La Poder.
And meanwhile, my mind went to like a superhero. Parang, man, that'd be super cool.
Oh my gosh, that'd be so cool.
Yeah, technically. Because she did ask for all the Parang leaders of Trinidad and Tobago to unite.
Yeah.
So think about it. By our powers combined,
Captain Planet.
we are.
El Poder!
Hey! It'll be a vibe. I know. But I think the general concept, though, the way that they continuously, well, not reinvent, but they refresh this actual campaign or, event. Real good stuff. I can't wait to see who's going to be the people's champ.
And if you want to get in the mood for it, you can definitely take advantage of the 100 Days of Christmas happening on Sweet 100.1 FM, our sister station. So if you want to get your parang on, that is the place to start doing it before you head to the festival. Definitely get you in the mood.
Yeah. Christmas is not here yet, but it's coming. I'll say that.
It's on Sweet 100. I can tell you that much. It's here, there.
Yeah, it is.
It's in our corridors. It's on our airwaves, for sure. When you look across, because there's that partition that we usually can look across to C-Suite, is that Christmas tree blocking us. It's definitely
I'm not going to start a quote about Christmas because the crazy Christmas lady will come out. But I will say,
long to reach.
I thought you literally encouraging us, nurturing us.
I've been working on it. I'm working on it, guys.
It's a problem?
Oh,
okay, cool. Let's take a quick break and come back with more in our morning show. I didn't realize it was a problem. I thought it's just what you were doing. I just thought it was...
This is me looking at production because I don't know if you all heard what he said, but I feel like our director is delusional.
Let's take a break and come back with more. How about we do that?
What is it?
Can we do that?
We better.
Let's do that, please. What are you saying?
Well, these are good time to plan a gift for him.
Chasing shadows that take this